What is bycatch? Bycatch are any unwanted catch caught by fishermen, mostly because the catch doesn't sell well or because there are laws preventing from the hunting of that animal. Every year, fisheries around the world manage to haul in 7.3 million tons of bycatch, and North America seems to be leading the polls. The U.S. fisheries take an annual catch of 4,600 dead sea turtles. Some shrimp fishers off the Gulf of Mexico had to dump 8 pounds of dead sea creatures back into the ocean just to catch 10 ounces of shrimp. Here in the U.S., we catch 5 million tons of seafood, but of that 5 million, 1 million must be thrown back into the water. The Gulf of Mexico is definitely in the deepest trouble, because while Alaska throws 1/10 of its catch out, the Gulf of Mexico had 4 pounds of bycatch for every animal they keep. So what is considered bycatch? Any unwanted catch or endangered animals are bycatch, which are thrown right back into the water, either dead or seriously injured. Certain kinds of fish, halibut, whales, turtles, and seabirds are all bycatch. Even coral manages to be damaged or killed by dangerous methods of fishing, like with dynamite. In the Gulf of Alaska, if a fishery catches 2,000 tons of halibut in 1 year, they must shut down for the rest of the season. While the numbers of bycatch have gone down due to these limits, this isn't enough. It is fairly obvious that stricter regulations need to take place, even if it will damage the local economy in the slightest. While the economy may take a hit from stronger regulations, we'll have saved it in the future, because fisheries may not have much to catch if this keeps up. Bycatch is a blight to the ecosystem and the balance of predation. A good example of this is the brown gull known as the great skua. The skua was hunted to the point of extinction a century ago. Thanks to the piles of dead fish in the ocean, they were able to repopulate at an extremely fast pace. Great skua was able to feed on the dead piles of fish, but now that the bycatch numbers are decreasing, the great skua now feeds on smaller colonies of birds. This is a rare case of bycatch being a good thing to certain endangered animals, if this throws off the rest of the ecosystem. Here we have 4 good examples of bycatch. The 2 here are bagels. This is the cutlass fish, and here's the third bagel. These are all considered bycatch by these fishermen, and will most likely be thrown back into the water dead or critically injured. This here is a coral reef after the effects of dynamite fishing. This once beautiful work of nature has been destroyed by these dangerous methods of fishing. Luckily, there are other ways to solve this crisis than just limiting fishing. The technologies of fishing are advancing thanks to marine scientists like John Halvin. Along with some other scientists and commercial fishermen, he helped design a net that should decrease the number of halibut bycatch. This new innovation in fishing technology is called the halibut excluder. It includes a hatch that will let the halibut escape the net, but not the other fish. It was tested and confirmed to work, but that doesn't mean that all halibut will use the escape hatch. While this has helped the numbers go down, there's still room for improvement. Another advancement in fishing methods is the circle hook. When tested in Hawaii, the number of sea turtles caught went down by a total of 80%. The agency who developed this is pushing the usage of the circle hook all over the world, instead of using the conventional J-shaped hook. Sharks are very sensitive to metal in the water, so the new inland aquarium is working on metals that can be used in hooks to repel sharks away. The only problem is, it's hard to find a metal that will repel all species of sharks, as certain sharks are sensitive to different kinds of metals. While fishing regulations play their role, and stricter ones wouldn't hurt, the innovators are doing the best they can to make new advancements in fishing materials. As more becomes known about this, bycatch numbers will deplete. However, for now we must enforce stricter fishing limits on fisheries that are constantly bringing in bycatch.